No sound. There we go. How's that?
Nope. Come on. Come on. There you go. All right. Behave. You should have sound now. Not muted there. I should be back to normal. There. Whew. Okay. So Caroline was on today live at noon. And while she was on, I had the brilliant idea that I could rewire my studio because my wires were a mess. Really, it was procrastination aspect of things that I didn't want to face something doing something else. So, oh my gosh, Susan, hi. And so I pulled out all my wires and everything and I moved things and got so literally probably a half an hour ago, I got maybe 40 minutes ago, I got the final things put together. And so I posted for tonight. I used my laptop to post and I thought, oh my gosh, am I going to have to go live from my laptop? But no, but I got the bare minimum put together. Oh, my Christmas lights. Hang on. Whoa. Where did it go? Oh, well. Hope that doesn't freak you guys out. My Christmas lights are a little bit wild back there. I don't know where the remote is. Anyway, I I literally got the bare minimum plugged in. I got my studio in, I got the cameras in, and my monitors and the lights, and that was about it. In order to, and this light I didn't get plugged in to be able to go live. It was like, oh my gosh! And sitting what I'm looking at is uh is just an absolute chaos of hard drives and things that I'm deciding whether or not I'm putting back in. So Randall is here. Randall is a good friend from eCamm. He also is part of the Camera Junkie crew, and all kinds of. And Caroline is here. My Crafty Adventures. Linda, of course, is here, and my amazing moderator. And Susan is back. Susan, as she was. Love you, Susan. We've missed you, and our hearts have been with you. All right, yeah. Um, so anyway, so there's just this hot mess over there, and so you guys are just gonna, yeah. And Caroline, thank you for. I'm glad you like the frame around. That is actually a photograph of mine. That I don't know if I took that off. If you'd see the whole photo. Oops, nope. Boop boop. Yeah, it's a photograph of an abstract piece that I did that is actually a rusted out part of a um there is a logging museum in on the Oregon coast that has a bunch of outside rusted things, and this was a rusted piece. And I how some copper turns green and then sometimes there's other stuff, and so I photographed it and did a little color play and color swap. Then I put a rectangle over the center and in a different color and made that transparent, and then brought it in as a transparent overlay so that I could have my thing. Yeah. Uh, oh, yes. Yeah. Luis was Mr. Junkie, my friend Luis, whose son Aiden is my sixth grandchild, adopted. I'm his adopted grandma. He was doing a live today with his um, 3D printing. He was doing all kinds of math stuff, and he was doing CAD stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, it just it scrambled my brain so much that I thought I could get through the wiring stuff after watching Caroline do this amazing card stuff. Yeah, that yeah. So many. Anyway, so that's the thing today. So as a result, we are at bare minimum. I'm so glad the sound actually finally came back because yeah, my For some reason, my connection has been slipping out. I'll have to call Laura and see what I can do to replace that cable. But yeah, so tonight it is all about story and a little bit of art because I just checked email. Tamara is, I think, still under the weather, our friend in Australia. And I just looked to see if I had any come in. And I don't. I don't have anything new that's come in. So the only well, we'll have other art today then, and so it's um sorry, I got distracted. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Oh my gosh. Where's my do not disturb? Hang on. Oh, okay, that's okay. Ah, all the things, you have a checklist that you have when you go live. I do. I have kind of things and well, as Linda knows, she's here every twice a week, that sometimes I hit all the things on the checklist and sometimes I don't. More often than not, I don't. And so today was the do not disturb aspect got skipped, but that's okay. The thing that predicated me tearing out all the wires and putting it back together, besides it being a hot mess and driving me nuts, is that I have grandkids coming on Tuesday. uh, Rory, Rook, and McLean. And Rory is 4, and Rook is 7, and McLean is 10. And McLean is very smart science guy. Would always want to know what was going on. Rook is the one who paints before breakfast, and she's also plays piano and is very thing. And Rory is just into everything. And I just saw the wires there that were kind of a little bit too exposed for my comfort, and thought, I think I need to tuck those away a little bit better and do something so that there's a little less of that. What's this? And also, since they're probably one of them at least is going to be sleeping in here, and I needed to make some space for them anyway. And when I move things in here, it's a domino effect, because the library card catalog that I have, that I put on wheels, that holds a lot of things on that side, that kind of covers up part of the wires, is now covered by a table that just barely fits over it, but you have to have it just right. And then on that table is my big photo printer. It's a Canon Pro 1000, so it prints up to 17 by 22, and it's heavy. So all of those things have to get moved in order to get to the wires really comfortably. So that's what's happening. So yeah, it's the kind of thing. It's a kind of thing. Anyway, am I back to am I okay, back. All right. So it's cold. Oh, Lupe's here. Hey, Lupe is in New Mexico. Um, and she said, "Oh, watch the." And so it's cold where she is. I think she's in the mountains, though, in New Mexico. On my list to go visit her for sure. Amazing artist, as is everybody here in this. It's just great. So we're going to get rolling because it is show and tell night. Now, see, look at that. There's my keyboard. All right. Apparently, I'm the only one with some show and tell. So this week, I've been working on my 100 tiny paintings. And is it zoomed in? No, it is not. It must be zoomed in on my. I'll leave it. That's okay. You guys can see it. So I got busy because I was behind. I am behind. I need to have. I'm doing Leslie Store's 100 tiny paintings in a year challenge, and so by, like, I think, what is it, March? Did I start on Bryn's birthday, March 9th or something like that? Or March 3rd? I can't remember, but I'm supposed to should be done by March. And I was doing really well at first, and then I kind of went on a trip across the country. So Um, recently, I think I'll catch you guys up. I think I showed you the Northern Lights, and then my first tiny gnome, and then the tiny surprise. And then we've got the tiny fir trees and tiny birds on a wire. We got a tiny holiday cats. They're having fun. Tiny red songbird right there is that one. This is a tiny winter window scene. Whoops, sorry, on the wrong thing. That one, don't look too close because boy, my snowman is kind of crazy. And again, tiny sleigh in the sky. Yeah, Santa. I could only fit a couple reindeer on there. This paper is an inch and a half by an inch and a half. Yeah, inch and a half by maybe inch and a half by 2 inches. And then the last one was this one. Okay, this one was I was going to try to do a small one of. Let me see if you guys. So you guys remember this guy from last year? My bear. Let me see if I can get this smaller here for you. Come on. Anyway, I did this guy last year and I found him in the trunk out there and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can make a tiny one of that. Well, it didn't turn out to be a bear. It turned out to be a beaver because he was so bad. It was just so pathetic. And I don't know what we were watching, but it just was not doing what I wanted it to do. And let's see. Oh, I think I have it. Yeah. Let me get you, come out a little ways. There you go. And then this guy, you can see a little more of him. So they obviously, not very similar, but oh well. Anyway, so that's as far as I am. I'm at 58 and I am cruising along with those. They've been, page after page. I've got them. So it'll be one of those fun things to do to make a slideshow of all of them. I think a little short. Plus, I did a couple shorts this week, and so I've been doing that. So that's been mine. Oh, you like the lashes? Yeah, the lashes are pretty cute. Oh, it was a trial, Lupe. I tell you, because I think I can't remember if this paper, if this is the rough watercolor paper that I cut up. I might have cut up some rough watercolor paper from Meaden, and oh my gosh, when they talk about rough watercolor paper doing different stuff, it does completely. So anyway, that's where I am, and yay! All right. Okay. So, artwork out of the way. Off to the side. And that was the other thing. I was actually writing this week. I did a lot of writing in my morning pages, and I one of the things I pulled out when I was doing my rewiring, I pulled out this basket, and I thought, I want what's in this basket underneath here, because I have an IKEA bookcase type thing that has the squares in it, and I turned it on its side and set it up on legs. So that is actually the base of my desk, and then I have a big heavy old desktop on top of that, bolted on, and so I get to sit high. I have a nice high stool and all kind of things. So I have all this underneath, but it's kind of dark down there sometimes, so I don't always look. So I pulled out this basket. Oh my gosh. All my journals. I mean, not my sketchbooks because they're out in Studio G's. These are journals of over the years of different things that I've done and written about. And oh my gosh, I think I might just sit down one day and go through them and make some shorts out of my kaleidoscope creative conversations about the things I used to worry about that are really, oh, which things have fallen by the wayside and I never should have dealt with, and which are still things that I have not. Anybody else do those kind of things? Everybody else like, oh yeah, did I ever take care of that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yay. So, um, tonight's stories. I have two for you. And uh, Micah Archer is the author of one of them. She did Wonder Walkers, and she has um, a new book out that's in the list from the New York Times bestseller called Wind Watchers. And she also did, I think she did Water Watchers. And I read that one to you. Anyway, it's a cute book. I grabbed it. I said, oh yeah, I read the first 2 pages. I'm going to admit, I've only read the first 2 pages on this one. So it's new to me too. But I love this author and I know it's going to be great. So this is a book called What's New, Daniel by Micah Archer, author of Wonder Walkers, a Caldecott Honor book. And so for those of you who are new to the story time, Caldecott Honor is like the top honor in the United States for picture books. It is awarded to the best picture book published within a certain year, and this is like probably comes 3 years ago. It is, and it's it's for the illustrations, but it's also usually a combination type thing. It has to kind of really fit. The honor, there's the award, and then there's the honors, and this is Micah won for the Wonder Walkers for Caldecott Honor. So, what's new, Daniel? By Micah Archer. Gorgeous illustrations, just vibrant colors. It just made me smile today. I just thought it's gray up here in Seattle, so yeah. Daniel is meeting Grandpa at the park. What's new, Daniel? Grandpa asks. I don't know yet. I'll go find out. Daniel climbs up on his favorite rock. What's new, Rock? Not much new with me, Rock answers. Just been sitting right here soaking up the sun for 1,000,000 years. Wow, Daniel says, stretching out on the rock's warm back. How about you, Daniel? Rock asks. What's new with you? I can whistle, says Daniel. Listen. Just then, Daniel hears the whistling of red-winged blackbirds. They're back, Daniel says. He runs to the pond and calls out, What's new? Winter's over, Blackbird says, landing on the cattails. And the cattails answer too. We're sending our seeds off in the wind. My ducklings are hatching, Mother Duck says. Whoa, Daniel says. We also have exciting news, Pollywog says. We're growing legs. I see them. My legs are growing too, says Daniel. Watch me run. When Daniel stops, he looks all around him. The leaves are unfolding and the ferns are unfurling. So many things are new, he says. So true, so true, so much is new, Snake says. I just shed my old skin and now I'm all shiny. Well, I just lost a tooth, Daniel says. One old one fell out. New one's coming in. See? Daniel hears squirrel high up in the oak tree. I'm building a nest of leaves for my babies, Squirrel announces. They'll be here soon. What's new with you, Daniel? A nest made of leaves. That's new to me. Daniel runs across the field and flops down in the grass. Butterfly lands next to him and says, I'm resting today. Just flew 1,000 miles. Amazing, Daniel says, looking at her delicate wings. How about you? Butterfly asks. I'm resting too. And look, so is Grandpa. Daniel says goodbye and runs to meet Grandpa. So, tell me what's new, Daniel, Grandpa says. So much. Old rocks warm from the sun. Red-winged blackbirds are back. Cattails are sending seeds in the wind. Ducklings are hatching. Pollywogs are growing legs. Snake has shiny new skin. Squirrels building a nest for new babies. And butterfly flew 1,000 miles. Wow, wonderful, says Grandpa. Now, what's new with you? Oh, me? Daniel says. I can whistle, I got a new tooth, and I can run fast because my legs are growing, just like the pollywogs. You're my little pollywog, Grandpa says, giving him a hug. Now it's your turn, Grandpa. Tell me, what's new with you? Yeah. All right. So the illustrations in that are just the colors, everything about it. And I know that it's more of a spring book, but if we go back, if we were at Tamara's in Australia, this would be right in time for her because this is her time of weather. And I love this about the blackbirds because we have blackbirds in the cattails right across from us. And I mean, literally just across I go out the driveway at the driveway, not that long. Road's right there. The ditch on the other side of the road is full of cattails, and that's some of the red-winged blackbird's favorite spot. And it's also the deer's favorite spot we've had. We have a late uh, babies this year in we have 2 new fawns that have just barely lost their spots. So it's a real late season that mama had babies. So I thought the pictures and the colors of this were just amazing. I was looking at the wrong camera. Sorry you guys. I'm showing you the book. I forgot. I love this. This is one of the ones I think is so wonderful. The artwork. So with the reflection that he has over there of of Daniel in the water and the way it's put, it's almost got that pointillism, Monet type pointillism to it. It just, I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. So, all right. That book is done there. Close that one and go to this one. Oh, yay. Whoa. And our deer came in for dinner and have their winter coats. Yeah, some of mine have their winter coats. We have in our right here in the community, we have several little groups. We've got a couple of young bucks that are just starting to get their horns. And then there's an older buck that has probably about 6 prongs, maybe. There is a set of about 3 young females, one of which it has 2 s- uh, 2 fawns that were born in the spring. We have another young mom that has the new ones, and then there's a couple of other independent ones that they wander all around. But some of them sleep in the woods right behind my house. So they go. The other morning they were like walking through the driveway. I was out. I did in fact, I went live with it on YouTube because one was walking right through the yard and I went out to take pictures and he walked right up to our deck. I mean, like right up on the other side of the front porch deck where the couch is sitting right there and is like, aren't you going to give me an apple? And I'm like, no, I'm not feeding you, bud. You know that. So, oh, thank you. Oh, you guys, Linda put up my website, and just so you know, there's a through Saturday Black Friday sale on the holiday 25 is the code for 25% off anything. And there's tote bags and all kinds of stuff you can do besides photos. Um, but you know, if there's something else that you've seen of mine that you like, let me know. Um, my grandkids do love it when I read to them. Anyway, so the next book, all right, it's called Built to Last, and the it is by let me get back here. Get that out of the way. Come on, guys, get out of the way. There we go. Min Lee is the author, and the illustrations are by Dan Santat, and you'll recognize his work. Dan has won multiple Caldecots, been nominated and had so many honors. I know he's won at least once or twice, and these two have collaborated on several books, and it's just a fun one. This one, um, it's just all kinds of it's that wonderful mix of illustrative and story and how it goes together. I think you're really gonna like this. Um, let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm glad you guys like that. Let's go to the next one. Here it is, Built to Last by Min Lee and illustrated by Dan Santat. Built to Last. It all started with a bang. Bump. We became friends by accident. And ever since that first happy mistake, we've been building together. Working hand in hand, we built things we never could have dreamt up on our own. Yet somehow, crash, those worlds always came tumbling down. Tinker Toys, oh my gosh. We kept building bigger and better creations, which led us to bigger and better disasters. Kaboom! Bigger and better train wrecks. Crunch. Bigger and better catastrophes. Smash! Yet each time we emerged from the ruins and began again. With each beginning, we knew that our next build was going to be the best one yet. Now we've learned from our mistakes and are finally building something that we want to stand the test of time. Greek? Maybe everything has a breaking point. Maybe not everything can be rebuilt. Maybe there comes a time when it's better to move on and start fresh. Thump. But then I remember all the times we picked up the pieces and picked up each other. And I realize some things are too important to give up on. Some things deserve to be repaired, no matter how many times they break. Because maybe it's only when everything around you is falling apart that you discover what is really built to last. I love that picture. I just love that. Oh my goodness. A beautiful story of friendship without being obvious that it's about friendship. And let me see. Dan Santat. Let's see if I can find American author. Yeah. Where's his books? Go away. His Instagram. He has an Instagram. Dan Santat does. The Author Village. He's done. Oh, he did After the Fall. That's why we know him. Remember the book After the Fall about here? Oh, let me pull it up. He and he did the Beckel and Drawn Together. Oh my gosh, he's done a whole bunch of but After the Fall was the one about Humpty Dumpty that was on the wall and what happened after the fall. It had all those crazy like kind of jokes within him after the fall. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that was anyway. So that was Dan Santat. That's the one he won the Caldecott for. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's that one. It was. I know that it was still around when I was still teaching, and it was on the Washington Children's Choice Picture Book Award nominees, and my classes loved it. It got a tremendous amount of votes. Kaboom! Now that is special, Susan. I'm glad you liked it. Oh man, yeah. Anyway, so tonight those were the stories that I had for you. Um, just those two. It is. I wonder. Just hang on. Let me see something here. Oh, I don't know if I have it. If I can find it, but. Hey, I'm just talk among yourselves. No, nope. Nope, not there. Anyway, I did a short about recommending the book "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving," the Dave Pilkey book that I've read about, or Dab Pilkey. And it's always, no, I don't know. It's not in the library. I don't have it. Don't have it. Oh well. Good grief. A lot of his books are on the library, but not that one. Anyway, it's if you wanted a Thanksgiving book for any small person or somebody who just loves hilarious books, "'Twas the Night Before Thanksgiving" is one of those books that he took. It's all done in the same rhyme pattern as "The Night Before Christmas," but it's it's these kids go to old farmer MacDonald's farm, okay, and it's so McDonald's, and the opening when the kids get off the school bus and you see the picture of um the parent the farmer and his wife are standing there, and one's got a pitchfork, and it's a take on the American Gothic of the farmer and his picture painting. That there's a take on a Starry Night in it. There's all kinds of things, but so the kids think that they're going to a petting farm to pet and meet the turkeys, and they all think that they're wonderful, and then they get a clue as Farmer MacDonald brings out the axe, what's going to happen to the turkeys. So they come up with a plan, and it is hilarious because it was too funny. I'll read it. If I can find my copy, I'll read it next Sunday. I won't be here Thursday for Thanksgiving, by the way, because grandkids, yay! And Bob's cooking, and it will be good. And it's not like that's an unusual thing. It's Bob always cooks, but it'll be something a different thing. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of him cooking because he always cooks. It would be a big deal if I was cooking, but I'm going to make cookies anyway. You guys, that's it for tonight. And I just am so thankful for this group. So thankful for this bucket filling brigade, for each and every one of you that come to listen to stories. This has been, I started this in 2021 about this time. I started my journey with eCamm. I think I got my first eCamm was like November 18th, which is, just a few days ago. And those first early, oh my gosh, those early lives with that were just hilarious, but they made it really easy. And I just stuck with easy things. And I did that first Vlogmas, and I was just reading Christmas stories. And I'm like sitting in this back corner with my book held up here. And it's just kept going. And Linda has been around since the beginning. And Lupe, I think, has been around since the beginning too. Maybe Susan has too. Fatima's here, but I don't think Fatima's here. Tamar's been here since the beginning. So you guys, just thank you so much. I am thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. And I hope that you have an absolutely happy, wonderful time with your Thanksgiving. Caroline, enjoy going out to dinner for Thanksgiving. It ought to be a hoot. Just make the best of it. Wahoo. Just the fact that you won't have to clean up a kitchen. I know you won't have Dovers left over, but you still, woohoo. And make it a date night for you and Dick. That'll be fun. But everybody else, you guys, I'll be thinking of you. I won't be with you on Thursday. Have a wonderful time. Have a great rest of your week. And until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in your mirror. I'll see you next Sunday. Oops, that wasn't the right one. Let's see. There we go.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we would just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool.
Night, Randall.
With the love that leaves us weightless.
Bye, Carolyn and Susan, and Lupe, and Linda, and me, but who's lurking?
You got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the usual. Yeah, you don't even try, not average or typical. I put you on a pedestal.